But I always like to explain to people, when you're ready to do whatever it is that you want to do, if you don't know how to do it, there will be people that will show up to help you. And then when I say the best revenge, education, 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 read, write, reread, and rewrite. Sometimes people say they don't want to write because, oh, I can't write. There's no such thing as good writing. There's only good rewriting. So first you got to get the ideas out. Then you go back and check for content, grammar, and everything else, and your form. But first you got to get it out. So you want to make a draft. That's why we always hear the word draft, right? It's not something that that's not going to be the final, that's why we call it final draft. So you want to make sure. Managing frustration. Don't get frustrated. Or someone sometimes calls it a pregnant pause, okay? You're waiting for something to happen. But don't get frustrated. Learn from your mistakes. And if you learn from your mistakes, then you win. You'll never lose. I can always improve myself. What can I learn from this? Because we're all going to make mistakes. And if we're real good, we can learn from other people's mistakes. So either we learn or we win. This one's always near and dear to me because many of us get in relationships that we don't like to let go. So know when to let go. When it comes to relationships, if you are so hurt or worried that you can't keep your mind on what takes care of you, I can't go to work because he ain't come home last night. I can't go to school because he ain't come home last night. I get to work, I can't focus because I'm wondering where he is. But what happens when I don't have my job? Because that takes care of me. So know when to let go. When it comes to letting go, there was a song that we had back some years ago, and it was called It Only Hurts for a Little While. So I like to use the analogy of a coal. So just go with me for a second. It's the 4th of July, and we're at a cookout. Now, we don't have a gas stove. We've got the coal stove that Uncle Bobo, he put the lighter fluid on, he put some sticks in there, and now the coals are sitting there and they're burning. And there's kids running around because they're having a good time. Now, you and I, we're sitting over here playing cards. We're playing spades. Everybody with me? That's all right, because I got the jokers. We're playing spades. And as we're playing spades, we're just talking. And I'm talking, and all of a sudden, the kids run into the grill, and the coals fly up in the air, and the coal hits my hand. And I'm like, oh my God. It's hot. It's burning. And I'm scared. And I'm scared to open my hand because I know that when air hits fire, it burns more. And y'all are saying what? Let it go. And I'm holding on. And what are y'all saying?
Let it go.
Oh, I'm holding on. And they say, but Dawn, just let it go. And I'm holding on. Because if I let it go, it's going to hurt. But y'all are letting me know. Dawn, it's burning you right now. Let it go. It's going to hurt, but only for a little while. So we got to know when to let go. And when things go wrong, don't go wrong with them. When my son was killed, people said to me, oh, hey, you want something to drink? You want to smoke this? When things go wrong, don't go wrong with them. I might still be in a bottle or in a pill box or in a needle trying to go wrong with them. When things go wrong, I decided that I would talk my way through. Because one of the first things I did was went and found me a counselor. I went and found me somebody to talk to. Don't be afraid to go somebody to talk to. I fully believe that if God wanted us to do this thing by ourselves, He'd have put us down here one at a time. He sent us help. If you're not comfortable with a counselor, get a coach. The difference, the counselor can diagnose. If it's a psychiatrist, they can prescribe. The coach is going to help you move forward. They're not going to diagnose. So sometimes people do need a counselor versus a coach. But get what you need. Remember to keep living, keep giving, keep loving, keep growing, keep learning, keep understanding, keep believing in yourself. Keep your confidence, keep striving, keep moving, keep asking, keep having faith. And most of all, Keep yourself. It is nobody else's responsibility. Plenty of people say, oh, well, you don't understand what kind of childhood I had. My cousin said to me one day, she said, well, I didn't have the best childhood. And I said, well, you know what, there were times my dress didn't fit right either. Because it can be that simple. Is that right? We have situations where parents might have somebody in the jail right now. Her mother put her out on the street so that her mother could get drugs. She saw her daughter's body. So there's some bad things that can happen. But when it comes to being an adult now, I got to take responsibility for what the rest of my life is going to be. I can either stand in my story, let it be quicksand, or I can stand on my story and let it be my foundation, my platform, right? The fact that God made you says a lot. You're no accident. You're not here by accident. And one of the things that we want to do is help people find what their purpose in life is. Everybody's purpose is different. And you're going to find out what that is. And sometimes it's better to make a wrong move than not make any move at all. So at least you can self-correct if you make a wrong move. But if I stand here and do absolutely nothing, guess what? Time is moving on. If you were able to look at your watch, if you have a second hand, you can't stop that second hand. Time is moving on. So if you're standing still and time is moving on, you're moving backwards. You want to move forward. You are stronger than you think you are. Many times people say to me, oh, Dawn, you're so strong. I'm no different than anyone else. I used to do a program in the prison in Passaic County. And I would say, God loves me a lot. And guess what? He does not love me any more than he loves you. So I want you to think about what gives you strength. Sometimes we got to cut some people off. Sometimes you got people that you call up and they sound like they barking like a dog. Right? And not necessarily at you, but it's going in you. And while we want to give people a platform to be able to vent, sometimes we can't handle all of that. We're not a garbage truck. So don't let all them dump all their garbage all over you. Especially when you're trying to pull through. You're going to have to guard what you hear and what you see. I always tell people, I don't watch the news. If something's happening that I need to know about, trust me, somebody will call me and tell me.
Me.
I don't need to know the news. I don't watch it. Because most of it's negative. And I'm trying to stay as positive as I can. Life can be as negative as it wants to be. So think about what you do to unwind. Some people like to have a bottle of wine. Me, I like to do a lavender bubble with baby oil in the bathtub. That's me. That's my unwind. Do my meditation in the water. That's what I like to do to relax. I don't like anything to alter my state of mind. I like to control that. I was sitting today doing some meditation for about 20 minutes. And 20 minutes is a long time when you haven't done it in a while. Okay, 3 minutes can be a long time. And I'm trying to focus and all those thoughts are coming up. But as those thoughts are coming up, there's some good stuff coming up. That I get to center myself and I get to listen to what God is saying to me. You got to think about who has a toxic personality. And you know how you do that? Just real simple. How do you feel when you're around them? You don't even have to open your mouth. How do you feel when you're around them? So think about that. Who in your life has a nourishing personality? When you talk to them, you feel up. You feel like, I can do this. You got people around you that's constantly telling you what you can't do. You want to be around the ones that you can, that's showing you what you can. So when you leave here today, oh, that was nice. I was touched. I want you to be moved. And one of the things that I do when I start out with coaching people, I always like to take them through their negative self-talk to help turn that around first so we can raise your confidence so that you can know that you can do. Because a lot of times we talk ourselves out of more things than we ever talk ourselves into. So I want to say thank you today. Oh, this is good. The battery about to die too.